All right, it's time for the new raid. It's time to get in there and do the things and get all the stuff done and do the things. And let's go.
No.
What do you mean no? Maybe I don't know. Maybe you don't know who I am. Zug, Fangnail, aka Pat Krane. I run a big, huge guild full of raiders. Let's get me into that raid.
No!
Why not?
You're a noob. Your eye level is way too low. You can't join our raid.
All right, you got me there. There's been a bunch of IRL stuff happening. Just, you know, it'd be like, okay, it's a hard carry. It would be a hard carry. Just let me in. Let me see. I need Gahoon's booty. I need some booty. Let me have some booty.
No!
All right, that's a fair cop. As Convert to Raid presents the Battlenet News! One last time in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Today is September 4th, 2018, and it is now 9:17 in the p.m. Central Time. Welcome to the show, everybody. It's going to be a good time. Thanks for joining us from around the Blizzard universe. My name is Pat Krane. I'm the host of this ding dang show, and as always, the players are here for one last time. By the way, one last time. I'll explain that in a second. But it's impressive because we have not one but two players from the Lagging Balls podcast. We have, first of all, let's go to Thorn. There we go.
Hello there. Hello.
I had a windshield wipe to you. I don't know why. I don't know why that happened.
That was hot. I wasn't ready for the new hot.
It was super Star Wars. It was pretty amazing. Welcome.
Thanks, Pat. Glad to be here.
Yes. And also, the other one from not only Lagging Balls, but also from Battlenet Sports, which will have its last show from Minneapolis tomorrow. And that is Thyst. Hello, Thyst.
Hello, hard carry.
Yeah, you're right. It's funny. No, it's true. Well, and welcome, guys. Welcome to all the people in Twitch chat, and welcome to you guys at home or in the car or wherever you are. We absolutely love that you're here for this last live show of CTR ever. No.
What?
No, it's not ever. It's just for a little bit.
Don't do that, Pat.
I
Yeah,
know.
Pat.
I know. So here's the deal. Last week I kind of explained it. But I'm going to explain it again because I know that some people, maybe they skipped this part last time.
I did.
Right? But so I'm going to be moseying across country in a little bit with the wife and the two dogs and going to California and Northern California, not Southern California, because just to, like people ask when you're going to California, are you going to go work for Blizz? No.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity, Pat.
I'm not saying I'm not open to it. I'm just saying
yeah?
I'm just saying that's not the plan right now. Right
Fair
now.
enough.
Right. But if somebody from Blizz were to say, hey, we have an opportunity, and guess what? You can do this remotely. I'd say, what is it? because that would be amazing.
You'd give it to Thyst.
I would totally give it to Thyst. That's right. And then they'd say, Thyst? Really?
Her?
Her? Ugh. No, it would be fine. And so this is going to be happening in the next couple of weeks. I'm really excited about it. But unfortunately, that means that I'm going to have to tear the studio down. And that's going to happen basically Thursday.
Can you do it right now on camera a little bit?
I want to record it somehow and throw it out on socials. So if you're following me at Pat Krane, and that's Krane with a K, that would be great. Apparently on Snapchat, I'm pat.crane. So you can follow me there too. Not that I've ever snapped before or really understand it. That's fine.
Oh, he's snapped. I've seen it.
And so there's that. But I plan to tearing down the studio on Thursday.
Cool.
So it's.
Are you going to exercise that place first? Because it sounds like you've got some demon infestations.
Well, I have played a demonology warlock. I mean, it's
okay.
It's kind of a little bit here and there.
Right.
Is your studio haunted? That would explain a lot, honestly. Like all the farting.
All the farting. Yes, all of the farting. There we go.
There it is.
Wait, that needed to be louder.
Spirits always on time.
There we go. All right. Yeah, those spirits.
So, Pat, we just wanted to thank you for having Thorn and I on for this last CTR for a while.
Yeah.
It's a real honor to have us here.
Well, thanks for joining me. And this is really going to be more of a convert to raid than a BNN. Let me just put it that way. So Battlenet News, we cover all the games, right? But convert to raid, we definitely love our raiding, and this week is no exception because we have so much to talk about when it comes to WoW. Not only do we have the new raid to talk about a little bit, anyway, probably a lot, probably a lot,
most likely.
But we also have so much more content to talk about because because Blizz has released not just a little stuff, but a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
it's a lot, and so it's basically going to be another WoW night, and we've been doing this for the last couple of months, essentially, where it's been the majority of it is WoW, and then something happened in another game. Great.
Well, I don't know. It's a good problem to have, though, isn't it?
It's awesome.
Just sometimes a Blizzard game has more going for it than another one does, and then sometimes they all have something going at the same time, and it's terrible but wonderful at the same time.
Sure,
because you can divide your time, pick and choose.
And some of it is that for the other games, a lot of the other games, their esports are going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
right. And so Heroes and Hearthstone and Overwatch with the World Cup and stuff like that, they're going crazy right now. And WoW is coming back this week, right? No. It's next. It's in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, the 14th. Yeah.
So that's coming back as well. But I mean, all of these different esports are going crazy. But WoW has all the new PvE content, so it's okay, here we go.
And a hell of a lot of it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But the new expansion, though, right? I mean, you can't cover it all in 1 week. You can't cover it all in 2. And
nope.
New expansion means a lot of new things. And ever since Ian took over, they're not releasing it all at once now. It's actually in stages.
That's right. The man knows pacing,
which is kind of crazy and kind of cool at the same time because I'm so glad that we don't have. It seems like anyway, we don't have as much of a glut of news up front, and we're kind of drip fed a little bit through the first month and a half, something like that.
It's really true. And it feels so good. Ooh yeah.
Ooh yeah.
It's like I've continually got something to look forward to in my life now, rather than just looking forward to a few weeks and then nothing, and then something and then nothing,
Right. I'm still really kind of bitter that I couldn't get the eye level is really low right now. I could not raise it too much above 300 because I've been dealing with all of the house stuff and the moving stuff and the blah blah blah. So
a lot of stuff.
IRL gets in the way. But
does.
like you've also been dabbling on both sides of the coin, sir. Like, why don't you just stick to Horde?
Well, I did start out on Horde, and then I
have evidence
for like a couple of levels, and then I went, all right, nope, it's time to move on to the Alliance. And still, I'm gonna say it again. I don't know if it's because of familiarity or what it is, but I just have a little bit more fondness for the Alliance side right now. No offense to the Horde, except for Sylvanas fans. Screw you guys. But everybody else who has maybe some doubt about their war chief, I love you guys. You're great. You're great.
Now we know how Pat feels about the Forsaken.
Well, no, it's just
Typical
about a
Alliance.
tree. It's just about a little tree. That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
But I'd like to use this opportunity to point out that, like, I'm sorry, but like, with all of the new content coming out with BFA, and now with, today was like the Mythic Plus stuff and the raid coming out and Warfronts and yada, yada, yada. No matter how much you love WoW, IRL is always going to mess that up somehow. And so I just want to like make an example of Pat Krane, like one of the biggest WoW gurus around.
That's what I need. That's what I need. I need to be made an example out of.
You're an example. Well, I'm just saying, because like people are getting like FOMO. They're feeling bad about, the amount of time that they've been allowed to play games when they've got like jobs and moving across the country, or children, or whatever other people do that makes it hard to play video games. But it makes people feel bad, and it makes people feel like they're not good enough at the game, or they don't love the game enough, or whatever. But it's like, you can still love WoW and want to play WoW all the time and be a really low eye level at this point. And there's nothing wrong with that. Just take Pat Krane, for example. He loves WoW. He's been playing WoW forever. He's good at it, but IRL just gets in the way. So don't beat yourself up too much.
It does.
There's a lot of content.
Really, what I wanted to do is I wanted to move a little bit closer to BlizzCon. That's what I really wanted.
Yeah, so I can stay with you.
So now I'll be able to drive to BlizzCon if I want.
And sleep in your car.
Or maybe, and sleep in my car, which would be so great. What a money saver.
You can park behind the Denny's.
Oh, the Denny's.
Right next to the dumpster.
The meeting place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
so there's going to be a
place.
CTR meetup at the Denny's. Well, it's going to be outside behind the dumpster at the Denny's at some point.
That's where Thyst is staying, I hear.
Right. You're in the dumpster? Or
yeah,
all
just
right.
like the trash I am.
Got it. Cool. So let's take a little bit of before we get to the news and talk about all of the new stuff. I just kind of want to catch up with you guys. Thorn, I want to catch up with you. What have you been doing in your Blizzard gaming life?
Well, I've been focusing on my Warlock and gearing him up for raids. I am undergeared for raids, but
What are you at?
Hope that I'm at 325.
Okay.
So I'm close, and I hope to move it a little further just before, but that's probably about where I'm going to start. That's not where my raid lead wants me. Sorry, Zell. But IRL stuff as well. Plus starting the second guild for Blood of the Scribe. So
by the way, congratulations to Blood of the Scribe for starting up a second guild. That's awesome. And I should give you a there we go. That's what that is.
Thank you.
And then some comp matches in Overwatch.
How is comp going?
So far, so good.
Yeah.
It's fun. Yeah.
All right.
It's a good time in Overwatch right now.
Cool.
But that's only a little bit, because WoW's where it's at, man.
It kind of is right now, right?
Oh, yeah.
It kind of is. Thyst, how about you, buddy? What's been going on?
I don't know. I had a pretty lonely weekend with you, out in the woods.
Yes,
whatever.
I was out in the woods. Yes.
I don't know. I've just been playing a lot of WoW. I'm level 342, I think, right now. Yeah, so I'm raid ready. Just been trying to do as much as I can to like get that Azerite up and like do all my my rep stuff, which is very important because I kind of want a Magyar orc. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I really want one because they're freaking cool.
Yep.
What else? We don't. Thorn and I have a raid team that's been established for like, I don't know, like 3 or 4 years now, and we raid on like Wednesdays and Thursdays. So we don't get to raid today, so I don't get to see it today, but I get to see it tomorrow. So I'm really excited about that. And other than that, I've been playing a lot of Overwatch to try and get my new Diva skin, which I did because you only have to win 9 games.
What was the Diva skin that you wanted?
It's the Nano Cola Challenge skin.
Oh yes,
I believe we'll be talking about that later, but.
Let's just talk about that now, real quick. So what's going on with it?
So you need to win, was it like 9 games?
Yeah.
To get the skin, and that's quick play, competitive play, or any arcade, I think. And you also get the sprays. You get a player icon, and if you're not playing, you can unlock the Diva sprays by watching streamers stream at like specific times. There's a whole schedule. You can check it out on the Overwatch website. So to be eligible to get these drops, and I know a lot of people, which isn't really the point, but a lot of people like can't watch 8 hours of streaming, so they just leave the stream on and go to work and come back, and you've got all those new sprays. But that goes through September 10th. So all you have to do is win 9 games, you get the skin, and watch some streamers, and you can get some cool sprays, and they're really cute. But to be eligible, you have to like link your Blizz account to your Twitch account, like that. Right. Yeah, so just make sure that it's linked. Otherwise, you'll be watching for nothing, unless you like watching. Well,
I mean, not nothing,
it's
but
fun to watch.
Sure,
right,
sure.
And, it is. And the root of the whole Nano Cola challenge is from the latest cinematic, where you see her, all of Diva's stuff, kind of her as the face of the brand, and there's all these crazy bright colors because it's a soft drink, and it says Mech on it, and Diva's logo's on it, and it says Nerf this, and it's really cartoony and like really out there, really noticeable. So the style of it is very like consumer packaged goods brand. So bright colors, animated, really cool, something that would catch your eye on the shelf. So all of the sprays and all of the things that go along with it, especially the skin, are very much reminiscent of that.
Cool. Very cool. Well, we will look forward to that. When does that go away?
The 10th. So you've got some time.
All right.
But you also don't have time.
I don't have time. I don't have time.
We can hard carry you. It's fine.
At hard carry Krane.
Right. I'll tank. Thorn will heal. We'll get you your games. You'll be fine.
By the way, that's carry with a K. Just letting you know. All right. Well, I think that we're all caught up now. So why don't we start off with some? Wait. Hold on a sec. We got to go to the news. There we go. And then we gotta go to World of Warcraft.
A clever strategy.
Yes, and this was actually a what do they say? A bellwether day.
What does that mean?
A bluebird day. I don't know.
What?
It's something where it was just a bright, sunshiny day for WoW all over the place, except for a couple of things, like the some people had trouble logging in, and some people had they got mythic gear. There was a bug where they got mythic gear where they shouldn't have gotten it, and so that's going to be taken away. Sorry, guys. But for the most part, it was a bellwether day. I don't know if that's a thing.
Can't you just say a good day?
It was a really great day for WoW because there's a new raid. Oh, wait, there it is. All right, there we go.
It was a little delayed.
I hit the thing.
Oh, my God. Just tear it all down now, Pat. Just tear it all down.
But on top of that, there was so much more that we will get to in a moment. But first, I do want to talk about Uldir.
Uldir. Oh, dear.
Yeah. Sounds like what I say when my wife says something that I don't agree with. Oh dear. So
this is getting way too personal. I'm starting to feel weird.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Thorn, what do we know about Uldir? Just kind of like the broad basic strokes of what this raid is all about.
Sure. Today, both normal and heroic have opened. There are 8 raid bosses. We have Raid Finder, normal, heroic, and mythic coming up in the next few weeks. Each week that passes opens up a new piece of it. You need to be level 120. I don't actually know the eye level offhand.
Feels like 130.
So,
330 or 130?
Yeah, 130. If it's 130, I totally qualify, but I know that at about 300, I am a little low.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know. Like, I was looking at
Carry with a K
stones today, and people were looking for like between 330 and 340 for like +2s. So I'm wondering, like, I guess normal might be like 330, and heroic might be 340. I'm not sure.
You're set for either though.
Yes, I am.
So you're good.
Okay.
Sorry.
Might be auction house ready by tomorrow.
Sure.
Oh, well, this is a little like straying away, just a tiny bit, but World Bosses opened up today, so they are available as a weekly quest on the map.
Yep.
The one this week is in Stormsong Valley. I recommend joining a raid group because don't do it by yourself because that's not
creepy.
Because that's weird.
No, you just can't. Like
right.
It's like a boss. But I got like a 355 ring off of that thing today, so just saying.
Nice.
Yeah,
it's like a boss.
It's like a piñata.
Like
an incredibly
boss.
difficult 40-man piñata with mechanics.
Right. And there's a bunch of new stuff that opened up today other than world bosses as well, because we also have WARFRONTS and stuff like that we'll talk about in a little bit. But let's just so as far as the schedule goes, this is all happening while I will be kind of out of commission.
Of course.
Way to go.
Right. I timed this perfectly. Shush.
So normal and heroic are open today, right?
Right. And then next week it's mythic. So next week the race to mythic first starts, which will be cool.
Let's go.
Looking forward to that one. Also, Raid Finder Wing 1.
Wing 1.
Wing 1. And Halls of Containment.
Whoa.
And it has this has 4 bosses. Is that right?
Huh. Called the Talok Mother, Zekvaz, and the Herald of N'Zoth. Yes.
Right. So that is next week. And then September 25th is Wing 2. October 9th is Wing 3. And then that's it. And then you have Gahoon as the big boss booty at the end.
Ooh.
Gahoon. Gahoon.
Stop.
Can I just say, like, there's a boss called Mother. I feel like there's an awful lot of parent issues in this expansion.
It's kind of like a comedian's boss naming strategy, because Gahoon is very comedic, just Gahoon. Yeah. And then Mother, I just imagine somebody saying Mother. You know, it's just kind of,
and in all caps too.
Right.
Mother.
You guys shouldn't be talking about this game.
Probably not.
It's getting weird.
That might be true.
But yeah, so I didn't know what Uldir was, so I looked it up.
Yeah.
And apparently it was once a laboratory and quarantine facility for the Titans. They were trying to analyze and kind of figure out their ancient enemy, the old gods. But there's no old gods in this expansion, right?
No. There's nothing. No. I mean, we had that Ashara cinematic that said something about something. N'Zoth, whatever. All right. I don't think that's coming around though.
Whatever.
It was supposed to dream.
I don't think that's coming around at all.
I don't know.
Mother.
But so it's been shut down and sealed away for thousands of years.
A millennia.
Yes, and now we're breaking in there to find out what's going on.
Right.
Breaking down the door.
Right.
We're always doing that.
Because we want that loot.
Because the seals are broken.
They are. Well, all but one. So apparently there's like 3.
Well, I mean, there's like the seal.
The seal. It's like when you're trying to open a Ziploc bag with wet hands and you're like, you know?
Right.
Or it's like a loose seal.
Oh no, not a loose seal.
Geez. I'm just gonna hold my eyes for a second. It's not
Don't touch
you guys.
those, Pat.
It's not you guys. It's just that. Oh God, the joke. So punny.
Just seems like the seals are always breaking. In this game. Constantly breaking. All of the most important things that should remain closed, that should never be bothered with, the things that have had like the all-powerful of the universe to close them away for all eternity, just happened to fall open again.
Well, get this. Apparently, Kilmarok in chat reminded me that the 3 seals are broken, and the last one is broken during the Horde questing.
Yep.
So,
okay, so
we're just walking right in.
When do we start singing "Kiss from a Rose"? That's what I want to know.
No,
when do we do that? Because that would be amazing.
Can I sing the whole song on this episode, or is that copyright?
I think. Well, I mean, it's not. Whatever.
Baby. No, kiss from. Sorry.
Right.
It can't be copyright if you don't know the words.
Right.
That's the words. So
I know the melody, kind of. All right.
You could get out your guitar. Everybody needs to know what an amazing musician you are.
Yes.
Also, we should play the video.
Yes.
Because the video is
opens up his purple shirt, flown in the breeze. Oof. He's gone up to the top of the building, and he's shining the bat signal on the clouds, and he's like, "Gee, I hope Batman gets. Right. I hope Batman gets here soon because my shirt's so floaty."
Yes, I forgot about that. So all of the seals are broken except for the seal.
Yeah. You can't break seal.
No, you can't. You can't break him at all.
No, you cannot,
baby.
Kiss from a rose. That's all I'm saying.
So,
so what else? What else do we know about the lore? Anything cool?
Gahun is the final boss, and so the Titans were experimenting, hoping to find a way to destroy the old gods without harming Azeroth, and that's how Gahun was accidentally created. He was an abomination, and now, since he's been locked away, his corruption is seeping through the land, as we've seen, especially in Nazmir, with the blood trolls and stuff. And he's been stealing souls away from Bwansamdi, our new favorite Loa.
Right.
The Loa of Death.
Right. By the way,
he's like the original edgelord.
By the way, people say that Bwansamdi might be beholden to somebody else. That we may know something about. But
Seal?
Is it Seal?
It's Seal.
Bwansamdi.
Right.
Loa of Death. Okay.
Right.
Interesting.
Yeah, no, it could be it could come around. We don't know exactly where the story's going, so there's no reason to insert our own thoughts quite yet.
But I have a lot of thoughts that I never insert anywhere.
Good to know.
You're welcome.
So Gahun is on the chopping block for the final boss. So I'm guessing that people have already cleared normals by now.
Oh, most likely. I don't know.
I haven't checked Wild Progress.
Absolutely. Yes.
But I think that's coming up.
Oh, I'm so looking forward to this. New raid day is so exciting and nerve-wracking, and I don't know. I usually spend it just watching people do the fights, because that visual is so important. Of course, going in, sort of getting a feel for the mechanics and the muscle memory and the timing and all that, of course, is very important. But if you go in there preemptively, already knowing what you're going to see and, gaining advice from people who've already done it and videos and stuff like that, it just, in our raid group, we make sure it's mandatory to watch at least one video describing and showing off the fight and stuff, just because it gives people a better idea of what's going to happen.
So when you guys watch videos or read guides or whatever, do you guys have certain places that you go to, and have you seen possibly some new stuff coming across the way? Because we always see some people start up new guides or whatever. During an expansion, it's at the beginning especially. But so Thorn, who do you hit up normally?
I hit up for class-related stuff. I hit up Icy Veins.
Okay.
For data information type stuff, I hit up Wowhead.
Okay.
And for breaking news, I hit up MMO Champion.
And then for boss fights in particular, do you go to?
I hit up my raid lead and ask him which one he's looking at, so we're looking at the same one.
Usually it's Fat Boss.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to make it because, right away, there are various strats out there, and if we're all looking at different ones, I mean, it sounded like a joke, but honestly, that's what I do.
Sure.
I talk to our raid lead, because if he's looking at one and we're looking at different ones, then we're going to be coming in with different strats, and there's nothing wrong with that, but people will do that already. I'm going to leave that to the, that's above my pay grade.
Sure, sure.
Who's paying you?
And that's kind of why I laughed, because I was like, well, yeah, of course. I mean, it's kind of like, oh, duh. Whatever one the raid lead is saying.
I paid this raid lead to do the work for me. Come on, I'm not.
They get paid?
What strat is it? Okay, sure.
They get paid? Oh, man.
Jeez.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Although I think raid leaders should get some sort of special recognition, because it's a hard job. That's why we do not do it.
More loot.
Yeah,
That's it.
or something.
More loot
like
for the raid leads. No,
yeah,
I don't think so. And here's the other thing. Do you guys believe? How do you guys run the team? Is it personal loot? Is it loot council? Do you know exactly how you're going to be running this time around?
I know that in past raids we switched it based on what the best outcomes were for our group. So there were certain breaking points. I can't remember what they were in Legion, but up to a certain group level, up to a certain number of people in a group, something like personal loot was better at a certain point in the expansion. And then I think that switched. So then we switched to group loot. Actually, no, not group loot. I think we went to loot council after that.
Okay.
Gotcha. We raid with like IRL friends, kind of like we met online and stuff, but we've just been friends for so long that it's kind of like that. So if somebody gets something that somebody else really, really, really needs, nobody's like, well, I got it, so it's mine and I need it, like we're just.
Well, that's the way it should be. I mean, it should be, hey, if you already have something that is similar or better, then why would you keep it? Number one.
Yeah.
So exactly.
Yeah. And that's, there are enough of the very smart analytical people, math-oriented people in our group who are all in agreement about these things. There are outcomes in most cases. There are outcomes that are very clear cut. This is X number % upgrade for this person. It's not as much an upgrade for this other person. Clearly it needs to go here. Or, this person is a guest this week. So whereas they need it, our regular raider might need it more. Let's have a discussion about it. Or these two are absolutely equal. Both of these people want it. Roll
for it.
Roll, man.
I just realized right now, as like everybody on our team except Thorn and I are like really smart. Like they're like scientists and they build robots and stuff and they know about math and whatever.
Sure.
We're just coasting along.
Yeah, we are coasting. We're the hard carries.
Hard carry Thyst.
With a K. All right. So let's see. What other stuff can we talk about? I want to kind of do. So one of the things I had an idea today, because I know that I can't. God. Well, I know I can't do another live show, right? But I kind of want to. I kind of want to help people out.
Are you giving Battlenet news to lagging balls? We accept.
No, never. I would never do that.
It's
in
really
a
cool
1,000 years, I would never. I mean, you're great. Don't get me wrong, but.
Step 1, get rid of all the other co-hosts.
Yes.
Step 2,
no. But what I was
family-friendly tag.
So anyway, what I was thinking is that maybe what we do, maybe if I can pull it off, and I'm not saying that I can. I'm not saying that I have the time or the gumption to be able to pull this off, but maybe. We can do a little something where we talk more about the bosses themselves and about kind of like, I don't know, a quick guide on how to do things.
I would love to.
I don't know if we can. But if we can, I would love to do that later this week.
Let's work on that separately.
Sure. We may
I
have
don't
to,
mind helping.
We may not be able to do this, guys. I'm just letting you know. Also, I was thinking maybe I would be able to do something from the road, so that I would be able to record something from the road and say, hey, it's kind of like my road journey. and here we go, and then upload that to the internet and see what you guys think. But that's only a maybe, and it definitely wouldn't be on YouTube. That would not make it to YouTube.
Why not? Okay,
so
everybody send messages to @PatCrane on Twitter if you want to see him make his very first vlog.
Or Pat.Crane on Snapchat.
On Snapchat, yes. Everybody's, if you're listening to this right now, add Pat.Crane on Snapchat and send him a nice snap of something.
Right. Do that.
He would love to see whatever you want to show him.
Sure. Absolutely. All right. Anything on... Oh, hey. There's another thing people were wondering about today, and that is about bonus rolls.
Yes.
Where can I get bonus rolls, man? And what's the deal with bonus rolls this time around? What, Thyst? Do you have any?
I don't know about the Alliance, but you can buy 2 seals right now, which are also known as bonus roll tokens, which are also known as something. I don't know what they're called now, but you can find that
freaky thing. Yeah,
at the Azerite Reforger / Xmog hut located in the Grand Bazaar in Dazar Alor, which is in Zuldazar. It's sort of, if you're looking at the map, it's on the right side, and you should fly if you're like at the Great Seal. Oh man, there's so many seals now. Like there's the 3 seals. There's seal on the top of the Batman building, and now there's like 2 seals that you can buy today.
Kiss
and then
from a rose. I don't know, whatever it is. By the way, my phone is blowing up with Snapchat crap now.
It's Pat.Crane, people.
Right.
Right, so you can fly from the Great Seal down to the docks and then walk up just a little bit, and it's sort of, it's hard to explain. You'll find it if you like hear like the buzzing noise of the Xmog transmog area, you're there,
right? And
you can go and buy it from that guy.
And it's the same with the Alliance, actually. So you can buy it from the Xmog hut in what's it called?
Borealis.
Oh, in
Borealis, yeah.
Borealis.
That's also where you can reforge your Azerite gear, by the way. So that's important too.
Yes. And so for Borealis, it's up by the main market area. So it's kind of up over there in Borealis. Yeah. So. And
it's the same as in Legion. Like you can give honor points or gold or resources.
Right. And you can only get 2 and it caps at 5. That's my understanding. So it's a little bit less than last time, which actually is probably okay.
Yeah, because we're all poor now. Yeah. Rating's expensive.
Yes.
It's about to get expensive.
Yes. So make sure to work that auction house.
Just don't forget about Seal.
Yeah, and don't forget about Seal. So never forget about Seal.
Ever.
Anything else from the raid stuff that you guys wanted to talk about? I mean, it looks really cool, and I don't want to necessarily say too much about the actual bosses or anything like that, especially the first week, because I want to let people kind of experience that.
Yeah. But
also, we're not going to be here for like a month, so if you
I'm
got
sure
something.
We could put together something. Like once Thorn and I go in on normal tomorrow, we'll know everything, so it's fine.
Everything, yeah.
It's just everything. We'll absorb all the knowledge.
Mother.
Stop! You're making it gross.
I just want Gahoon booty. That's all I want.
I knew it.
Gahoon booty.
You're such a blood troll.
Yeah, I'm a troll, that's for sure. All right, let's talk about something else that also opened up this week, and that is WARFRONTS. Yeah! WARFRONTS. This is something that we've been looking forward to as well. Something new for everybody to kind of play and to do, so I got on my Alliance tune on Fangnail, the Alliance side one. I have a Fangnail on the Horde side too,
Coincidentally, in Blood of the Scribe.
Right. It's a good druid name. And got the quest to go meet the guy, and then did a thing, and then met the the lady that sent me to the place. She sent me to Arathi Highlands, and I went, wow. First of all, wow, how much has Arathi Highlands changed?
Seriously.
In a day.
It's not just a giant open field anymore?
No, it's not. And Stromgarde is not filled with zombies and evil trolls.
Oh, yeah?
So you're not there anymore?
Well, no, I went there, so it was just a regular troll.
Sure.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool.
So you guys have so if you guys go to Arathi right now, you guys being the Alliance, you guys have quests and a world boss to deal with?
Correct. So, so yes. So we'll have, like right now, Alliance, if you go there, you will have like 6 or 7 quests. And they're all pretty easy, especially on a Tuesday when everybody's out there just kicking butt and not caring who's joining them. It's pretty easy, especially if you have a swipe on your keyboard, on your, on your keybinds. Yeah, as long as you could just swipe everything.
Which direction are you swiping, Pat?
Usually.
This is important.
Usually.
Oh. He doesn't want to give away that he knows which way is which.
I don't know which way is which.
I don't either. That's why it's an embarrassing question.
So I think, well, there's one that goes right, one that goes left. I'll just put it that way.
Sure.
So you can swipe either way. It's fine.
Pat swipes both ways.
As long
guys.
as mobs die, it's all good. And I thought I didn't know how Snapchat worked.
You're gonna learn, sir.
There's something else that I don't know how it works. But so I mean, you can go in and just clear all these mobs out, and then there's a world boss.
Uh-oh.
The world boss is basically what is it? It's a war machine, right?
Yes.
Sweet.
It probably looks real cool.
Doom's hand, Doom's hammer, Doom's something.
I didn't get to see it.
It begins with Doom. You'll see it when it's the Alliance side. When it's the other one. But it's the Horde war machine. And you have to go fight it.
Did you win? Did anything drop?
I did.
You dropped?
Real hard. Real hard.
Right back?
It was hot?
I got knocked so hard that I saw my shadow, and then I was my shadow, and then I was like, "Oh, I'm back at the spirit healer, and I need to go find my body and figure out what's going on." It was bad.
That sounds terrible.
It was bad. So here's what happens if you are not in a large group. Everybody dies.
Yep.
Just it pummels you, and then it drops these ads that pummel you while the main boss heals up to full.
Damn.
And there's nothing you can do.
Well, that'll learn you, won't it, to mess with the Horde? Just saying. Just saying.
Many whelps. Handle it.
I'm just saying, as long as you go in with like 80 people, you should be okay.
Leroy didn't have to go in with anybody.
And he died too. He died.
He made history.
I refuse to believe that was staged.
It was totally staged.
It was not.
Totally.
At least he had chicken.
Staged. At least he had chicken. That's right.
At least it was well acted.
So.
It was well acted? What?
No, it's real. It's real. Don't, guys.
Right.
So on the Horde side, you log in and you get a quest immediately from Thanos, and then you've got to go down to the docks, and then that's when you see like 5 billion blue exclamation points, and you get supremely overwhelmed. Like, oh no. It feels like mop. I feel like I have like a million dailies to do. So you go and you talk to like a bunch of people, and they're just looking for resources. So just like everything that you can farm, just like cloth and minerals and stuff like that, and money, just everything. And you get a quest to contribute to the cause, and you get lots of Azurite. And then you get a quest to go to Arathi. So you get ported to Arathi, and then you have like 1 or 2 quests where some goblins show you around. And like you can see like what Arathi looks like now, which is incredibly different than how it used to look. And you go up in a rocket and you just sort of like look around and you see what kind of bases you have and what kind of bases the Alliance has and kind of what is going on and what's happening. And then you go back to Zandalar.
Yeah.
So right now we have to build up resources to be ready to try to take Arathi from the Alliance.
Right.
And last time I checked was a few hours ago. We were at 12% already. So
nice.
We're good for you.
That's not too bad. So essentially what's going to happen is that the Horde is going to build up resources, contributions, if you will, and then they will have, as far as I understand it, it will be a set time.
Yes.
To go through and attack the Warfront. So I don't know exactly how long that is.
I don't think they've revealed how long yet. They just said that whichever side is attacking will indeed take it. There's not a question. Like no faction is going to just hold it indefinitely.
Right. Well, and so it'll be essentially it's you can do the contributions and then it will become active that you can do the Warfront campaign on your particular faction. So this week it's going to be the Horde. And then you'll have a set period of time where people can do this thing. My guess is somewhere in the realm of a week.
Probably.
And then it'll switch sides and then it'll go. Then we'll swap. So it'll be the Horde side will have all the quests and the world boss. And then we'll have to the Alliance side will have to build up contributions. And then once we have all the contributions, then we can attack the Warfront and do that campaign, and then, for a week or whatever it is, and then swap sides again.
Yeah.
And one of the things that's kind of unclear is once you complete the campaign and you take over the Warfront, then you start building, you start creating buildings that are very reminiscent of old Warcraft games, which is pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
The thing is like the barracks and, all of those buildings that you're used to from the RTS days. So it's cool that there's just a direct throwback to those things. But what's unclear is that when you're saving up for these things, like right now, you're trying to include all those mats that we were talking about. So the skins and the mining and like all straight up gold and things like that. Since that's not what contributes to taking the Warfront and then having it be on your faction side, we're guessing that maybe that is what contributes to the buildings afterward, because we're not sure if it's just either there's some sort of contribution to actually creating those buildings, or if it's just a way to keep resources very valuable and keep the economy flowing. Because if you're going to be dumping that many resources into things, that means that all of the materials are going to stay very valuable on the auction house for a long time.
Right.
I'm not rich enough for that.
No.
I mean, that could be really cool, but also very wearing. I mean, like, people will wear out on how much they're willing to like scrounge for that stuff, right? I mean, at some point it's going to be,
I don't know,
so tiring that I don't.
A long time.
I don't know.
This game's been around a long time. A lot of people doing that for a very long time.
I'm not saying it'll be soon. I'm just saying at some point it may be like, ugh, we're doing this again. All right, fine.
Well, I mean, I guess we're gonna have to kind of see, like, this isn't the first time we've had something where one faction or another controls it at a time and there are benefits, right? We've had that with what? Wintergrasp?
Wintergrasp, yeah.
And then we've had that with Tolbarad.
Hellfire Peninsula.
Yeah, Tolbarad was another one.
Yep. Yeah. And in those, there were different things that unlocked or different things that had to do with one or another piece. I'm not sure, like, it kind of remains to be seen, like, what kind of advantages you get out of it, or what you get back as a faction to kind of make that all worthwhile. Because I think that's really going to be what drives whether people keep doing this long term.
Yeah, Hashtag and chat had a really good point. It will slow down, but when they bring out more Warfronts with different mounts, pets, rewards, people will keep donating, which is totally true. Like, there's 2 rare mount spawns out there in Arathi right now, a white raptor and a horse.
So that brings up another question in my mind, and that would be, where would the other Warfronts be?
I don't know.
We have Arathi Highland. I'm thinking Fellwood would be interesting.
Interesting.
I think
maybe we'll go back to Lordaeron. Maybe try to break into Undercity, take it back.
I don't know. I don't see that happening. I mean,
to Undercity,
because you want to get the back and forth thing going, and so I don't necessarily see that. But
maybe it's just Brill.
Maybe it's Stone Talon. Stone Talon would be another one. That could be cool.
It'd be cool to go back to Northrend or something too.
Yes.
Sure.
Take advantage of that. As Shara.
Oh yeah.
Ooh yeah.
Yeah. Still don't know how she's gonna play in all this.
Yes.
Oh, I know. Paramore says hashtag. Crystal Song Forest. That would be weird because nobody really controls that, do they? I don't know.
Not really.
So it's kind of neat because so if you haven't visited Arathi Highlands, I mean it's pretty cool because you get all of the new things. I mean I kind of talked about it a little bit, but Stormguard Keep is back in operation. The Horde side, that place is called Asgarok, right?
I think so. Or something that sounds a lot like that.
And then, but Hammerfall got updated as well, and so you see all these updates kind of throughout, and it looks more like the modern Warcraft feel and everything like that. So totally. I mean, you take away, like in Hammerfall, remember all those crappy little huts that they had? Well, those have been updated to more Horde-looking huts.
Very beautiful. Yes. Such aesthetic. Love it.
Right. More of those like Horde yurts that they have.
Ah, the yurt.
Yeah, the tents. Yeah.
Yurted up.
Yep.
Yurted right up, man.
And so, but all of the areas in Arathi Highland have been updated, and it's pretty cool.
Looks great.
Cool. It looks, awesome. And Stormguard Keep, let's talk a little bit about Terran Gregory just for a second.
Sure.
Because he tweeted something earlier this week, and it was about him working on The Return. Do you guys know what The Return is?
No.
This was one of his, he was tweeting about it like 4 days ago, more or less, right? So it was a little bit earlier this week. And when he was a young lad, before he worked at Blizzard, he worked on cinematics and stuff like that, essentially, where he was taking in-game footage and making stories about them and such.
Yeah.
And he made a story called The Return, or he worked on that with somebody else, and I can't remember their name. Apologize. But it was about the master of Stormguard coming home after decades of war.
Whoa.
Kind of like Odysseus or whatever. And finding it in ruins, and his wife was dead.
Oh no.
Very, very sad. I'm thinking now if he were to redo that with the new setup and everything like that, it would be alive. Everybody would be alive. It would be fine. So I think Terran should do it again, and then this time have a happy ending, damn it, because that would be so much better.
I mean, I guess. Not very realistic, though, is it?
No, not really. Not really. But if you guys want to actually see a pretty good cinematic that was done ages ago by Terran Gregory, look up Terran Gregory Return, and you'll find it. So
everything he does is the best.
It's pretty good.
Literally.
It's pretty good.
Gregory, Machinima God.
The voiceover on that one was maybe a little bit weak, and I would really love to work on his next one. So if he wants to,
Really?
Sure.
He might need a certain intro demon to come along
as
well.
Intro demon just saying no over and over again. That'd be great.
That was great though.
Just
no.
Yeah, just that. My Snapchat is still going crazy.
I was cracking up.
All right. Oh, by the way, if you guys have read or listened to Before the Storm, which is the novel by Christy Golden, and you're in Arathi Highlands, you will actually notice something that comes kind of from the book, and it's a graveyard with a bunch of different names on it. You will be able to recognize those from the book. You'll kind of know what they were all about and all that kind of stuff. So,
yeah,
Arathi
definitely seems like the most obvious choice for the first.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like it's sad on both ends, like it's significant for Alliance and Horde, and the graveyard is just like the tip of the iceberg.
Blech.
Thanks, guys.
Yep.
Try not to think about that.
Thanks, Sylvanas.
Hey.
Thanks.
Thanks, Sylvanas.
This was
thanks, Sylvanas.
Two-way street, man.
Hashtag not my war chief. So, no, she's really not, because Anduin,
Right.
Right.
Anduin's not a war chief.
No, he's not. But he is growing up before our eyes, and it's so sweet.
He's
such a sweet guy. He's such a sweet guy.
So precious.
So precious. I just want to squeeze his cheeks.
Little lion.
No, not really. All right. Anything on Warfronts that you guys want to talk about? No, we're done. The nice part about Arathi, by the way, is you can still fly there. So you don't have to worry.
I forgot about that.
Even though it's all redone and everything like that, you can still fly around. You can still do the thing and fly around. And just watch where you're dropping in. If you are like me as a druid, I fly in and then I change into a cat and I land on the ground and then I'm like, all right, let's fight. Today I landed on the ground. I'm like, let's fight. And 10 other guys went, yeah, let's fight. And I went, whoa, I got to get out of here. And I ran.
Oh, yeah.
War
mode for the win. Because that place is crawling with rares now, by the way.
Yeah. So. It's pretty crazy. So
I do like, though, that they're using the real estate well. It's nice to go back to these places. They're sitting dormant. You quest through there on a lobby, maybe, because some of these places aren't even on necessarily like the main questing paths, if those are really a thing anymore with the changes to leveling. But there's so much unused real estate, so it's really nice to see some of that used in a new and refreshing way. And
the nice part is with now it's instanced for those that are 120 essentially. So it's still the same if you go back there with a lobby, but now we can enjoy it again at 120 at max level and have a new experience. So,
I love that. My immersion is real.
It's pretty cool to see how World of Warcraft has grown and kind of how the tech has grown, especially.
Yeah.
To be able to kind of enhance our experience, which is great.
Brought to you by the Unreal Engine.
Right. Okay, let's move on to Mythic Plus. So this week also we have Mythic Plus, and for that we say because that's also a thing I cannot play.
Oh, come on.
I can't. I'm a carry with a K. Hard carry, by the way.
Hard carry.
Yes.
Yep.
Hard carry with a K. Hard. And especially with a Mythic Plus. With a Mythic, I'm like, it's a carry, but it's fine. But with Mythic Plus now, oof.
Yeah. That's way more responsibility.
Yeah.
It's hard to carry people through Mythic Plus.
Yeah. Yep. It is. But now we have that available as well. So that's pretty cool, right?
Mm-hmm. It is indeed.
So Thyst, have you done any Mythic Plus yet? Have you tried? I know it's the first night of it, so
I queued up this afternoon, but nobody wanted me, so that's fine. But it's okay. I've been running all of my mythics every week for like a week or 2 weeks now. My favorite is Underrot because it looks like an old sandwich, and also because on Mythic and Mythic Plus you can maybe get the Krog mount at the end, which I haven't yet, of course. Ooh. But I've just been trying so hard for that. Right. But we do have some Mythic Plus changes in BFA.
Yeah.
And let's see, the Azurite armor pieces, helm, chest, and shoulders are not able to drop from the end of dungeon rewards. And they only drop in the weekly challenger chests instead.
Gotcha.
Tyrannical and Fortified will now be present on every keystone, as they are now level 2 affixes. Yeah.
It's one or the other, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a yay. I think that's like a okay.
That was a sarcastic.
I mean, that definitely sounded like a slash yes.
All right, I suppose we could do one of those. Ugh.
I guess. I don't know.
Mother.
Stop. I don't like that. It's creepy. You're now able to use bonus rolls at the end of Mythic Plus runs.
Nice.
Awesome.
For people who aren't that into rating. The weekly challenger chests can now contain up to 3 items. The number of items is random. That's a lot of items. Can you imagine if you got 3?
It's awesome. A big chest.
That is a big chest.
Yeah, I hear that so often.
That's a lot of booty.
Do you know what booty is? Because I'm thinking, oh no, you're talking about in-game. Never mind.
It's loot.
Yeah, right. It is loot. Let me tell you. I'm not sure what we're talking about anymore. Gear swaps are not allowed inside active Mythic Plus dungeons anymore.
Nope.
So if you're min-maxing, watch out. Some affixes have been changed. Necrotic Rot has been reduced from 3% per stack to 2%.
Oh, nice.
Thank goodness.
That's good.
Nice.
Enrage can now be removed during using an enrage removal, such as Soothe from Druids or Spirit Shock from Hunters.
Oh, I got to put that back on my bar.
Yeah, just one more thing to add to the bar.
Right.
Grievous Wound was nerfed from 2% per stack to 1.3. So, yay. Also, explosive orbs are now red instead of green and named explosive instead of fell explosive because everybody was sick of the color green, apparently.
Everybody went, you know what? Fell was so last summer.
Yeah, those like 2 expansions long. And now,
it's a lot of green.
That was so 2 years of my life.
And white, yeah. Sounds like that could have been worse. And so this is the first season for Mythic Plus. So now we have seasons.
Right.
And the season 1 affix is called Infested. Infested makes certain mobs in the dungeon infested with the symbiote of Gahoon.
Ew.
So the buff is visible on targeting frames of the enemy and causes the NPC to appear larger and have a gray aura coming off of them. So you'll know, hopefully.
It was a symbiote of Gahoon?
Yes, like your Venom or your Carnage if you're into Spider-Man.
That sounds gross.
I know, it really does, actually. So this causes any other mobs within 8 yards to have regenerative blood applied to them, causing them to heal for 10% of their max health every 3 seconds.
Oh, God.
And listen, when the infested symbiote of Gahoon's mob is dead, 2 spawn of Gahoon will spawn nearby and will run towards the nearest non-boss NPC. And once it reaches its target, it will cast Infest on an uninterruptible...
No!
Oh, yeah.
Where
was I? Uninterruptible 1 second cast can only be stopped by using hard CC. If the spawn of Gahoon successfully casts Infest, it will infest the target with the symbiote of Gahoon, starting the cycle all over again. I'm sorry, I needed to read all that to you guys. I know it's not fun reading, like somebody reading on a podcast, but like we all have to know about this because this is going to be annoying if nobody knows how to deal with it.
Annoying. I almost want to use 4 syllables for that word. Annoying.
Wait.
Right. Double up on the eyes.
Annoying. It's a thing. Right.
It's
a
super annoying.
Right. It's so annoying.
Oh, it's so bad. But you know, this is the first season 1, so that's amazing. And there's going to be those Mythic Keystone Dungeon leaderboards. So I'm feeling like this is going to get super competitive. This is going to open up doors to I don't know, more esports, maybe like more like local esports. I know Tespa's doing something with colleges where you can go and do some Mythic Pluses out in the IRL and stuff like that. So I'm stoked on this. I'm not stoked on what's it called? Infested, but you know.
But that's not at all. 1, at least.
Not at all.
No, I'm not. No. But yeah.
Thorn, are you down with Infested?
I'm down.
You're down.
Thorn,
you're down.
Infested?
I'm down.
Wow.
Infest me. I mean.
Wow.
I'm down with the mechanic. I like the idea of these seasons here. I think that's
I think that's awesome.
I don't know if it's going to work, but I like what they're doing. I like that they're playing with it. I like that they're testing something different out.
Well,
it's a refreshing take.
And I think with seasons, what we'll see that gear rewards will be a little bit different, and we'll see that they're a little bit more flexible in what they can offer everybody. And
totally.
So I'm kind of down with that as well. Although Infested, not sure about that one.
I'm sure we'll figure out how to get through it. I mean,
it sounds horrible.
It sounds awful. It sounds absolutely awful.
And disgusting.
It's just this circular thing where it's just like every
I went to a lot of doctor's appointments to clear that up, and I do not need that.
I don't want to come back again.
Ew.
I don't want to come back again. That would be great. That'd be great.
Good luck, everybody.
Yeah, so season 1 of Mythic Plus starts now. Actually, it's already started.
Yeah, it's already been brought in, Pat.
Yeah. I'm just trying to get people hyped up for
We're hyped, man. Let's go.
I'm hyped up. I'm hyped up for Infested.
Stop saying things weird.
Sorry, it's the last show for a while. I got to get it out.
Yeah.
I got to get it out. I got to get it out.
You know what you should do? You could just go on Snapchat every time you have a thought or every time you need to say something weird. You can record yourself. You can put filters on your face, and sometimes it does cool stuff to your voice.
By the way, it's still blowing up. Just letting you know.
Of course it is.
Just letting you know.
I mean, ever since you announced that you're leaving the show to us while you're away.
I am not doing that. I am never doing that.
It's okay.
That is irresponsible podcasting, I think.
I can bring out my cardboard cutout of you and put it up next to me.
You have
on
a cardboard cutout of me? Oh, God.
It's a little worn out, though. I'm sorry.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
From all the bro hugs.
Oh,
jeez. Love you.
Oh, jeez. All right. So we got to move on and talk about a couple of other things. The next thing is one thing that Thyst you might not like so much.
What?
The PvP season was temporarily disabled.
Yeah, that was an accident. They're trying to fix it.
Somebody hit a button.
Yeah.
It didn't work anymore. So now they're trying to fix it. So
I mean,
it's just a little thing. It's a little thing. It's another bug. Yeah. It's another little thing. They opened up all this stuff. And
something bound to go wrong. That happens at every single business, every company, every McDonald's, every Payless shoe source, Blizzard. It happens everywhere. Things happen.
You just liken Blizzard to Payless.
No, but I'm trying to make an example.
Well, they make affordable shoes for people.
Yeah.
When they drop.
I mean, right. I mean, as they drop. So right.
Stuff happens.
Right. It's fine.
It was an accident.
Payless is like all grays, though.
Okay. Well, I regret mentioning
there's some blues.
The Warcraft devs account tweeted that the PvP season was temporarily disabled while we clean up some unexpected issues. No ETA right now, but getting it up and running is their number one priority at the moment. So
right.
Why not enjoy some of the other amazing content that came out today and then get back to or just go world PvP. Oh my God, it's way more fun.
I'm just glad that only a few things broke and most everybody was able to get online and whatever. There were a couple of little things going on, but I mean that can't be helped. I mean, it was just a couple of little bugs. That's it. And this is one of them. All right. The other thing that was tweeted out a few days ago, right after last week's show, essentially, was that all of the new allied races ready to rock. Ready to rock. Yes. So this means Mag'har Orc. This means Dark Iron Dwarf. And Thyst, you were talking about this earlier. So what do we need to do to get these new allied races going?
All right. Well, first, I like to make a little connection online. Then, suggest maybe hanging out in person. I don't know, going someplace together, finding out what you're interested in.
I think we may be talking about different things here.
What do you mean?
I'm just swipe right first, right?
What's that?
Yeah, swipe right.
Yeah.
It's like, Mag'har Orc? Totally. Then you talk a little bit about your families, where you grew up.
Okay.
Once you gain the loyalty of one of these allied races, then you can play as one. So aside from like whining and dining, you have to be level 120.
Right.
You have to be exalted with the key subfaction on your side's war campaign. So for the Alliance, it's something called the 7th Legion.
Yep.
For Horde, it's the Honor Bound. And then you have to complete the war campaign in Kulturas and Zandalar and earn the achievement Ready for War.
It would be either side. So if you're on the Horde side, you would need to complete your campaign, and on the Alliance, your campaign. Not both. Not both.
Right.
Yeah.
Not both.
Right.
Either or. So if you're Horde, you have to go do the campaign in Kulturas. And, if you're Alliance, I guess you can come over to Zandalar.
No, that's not the way it goes. That's not the way.
It isn't?
It's the other way. I think it's the other way around.
But I thought war campaigns were on the other island.
Oh, war campaigns.
War.
Yeah.
It's war.
All right.
It's war, Pat.
All right.
Just
so
watch
confusing.
out.
It's so confusing sometimes.
It's so confusing. But at the end of all of it, you can play as a really cool Megar Orc, and they're awesome.
Yep.
They're really cool.
And by the way, I don't even want to talk about my rep situation.
Oh, no.
I mean, you think that my eye level situation is difficult right now. Uphill battle to get that Dark Iron Dwarf. And I really want that Dark Iron Dwarf.
Oh, yeah?
Not going to lie. Yeah.
These new races are they're highly attractive. I don't know what I'm going to do with another character. Probably never play it, but I want it.
Probably not.
Right.
Like, I want it bad enough to get all my rep as soon as possible and get all this done, but then I'm going to get it, customize it, ride around on the new mount. Looks really cool.
Yep.
And that's it. Yep.
All right. And Thorn, are you looking forward to the next allied race?
I am indeed. I am looking at an orc as well. I also don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I was thinking maybe a warrior.
Oh, look at that.
Then again, I have a Lobby hunter, and I don't know at what level these things start. So,
well, they start at level 20. So it's kind of one of those things where you look at it. So all the allied races start at level 20. You can build them up, and if you build them up from level 20 all the way up, you get their what is it? The armor.
Yeah, it's like
thing.
Legacy armor or something.
Yeah, Legacy armor. Thank you.
Yeah.
And for Dark Iron Dwarves, it's pretty cool.
Yeah? You're going to do it?
So probably
Someday.
not. Probably not. I'll do it in all my free time. How's that?
There you go.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. I mean, that's what I'm struggling with as well. That's why I was saying I have a Lobby hunter.
Yeah.
That I still have never fully leveled up, but I think by Lobby I mean like 60.
Yeah.
Not 20.
I'm trying to think of how I would want to do that, because I mean, I think right away I'd want to switch. I'd want to do like a race change for somebody so that I could actually play it just at max level and just be done. Right?
Do that? You can just race change over and once you get access.
Yeah, and that's fine. But I really want that legacy armor too. Yeah. So I'm.
It might be heritage armor.
I'm conflicted. This is what I'm saying.
Just don't worry about it right now. You have bigger things to worry about. Like getting hard carried.
Yeah. All the way to California, which is
pretty much.
Which is weird. So I don't know. Good luck and I know that people have already done this stuff, and I know that people are already exalted with their factions and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, how can you do that or whatever? I don't know. I don't understand it. But they're doing something's weird in the water for those guys.
I'm surprised it's even available yet. I mean, I feel like that's.
Yeah, I don't know.
I spent like the first, maybe 5 years of my WoW career just like going to school and living in my mom's house. So I had a lot of time, and I didn't really have any friends or any activities or anything like that. So, that would have been no problem for me. But I don't know, some people are just lucky enough to be living in a situation where they can devote a lot of time to WoW. And I envy those people.
Well, yes, me too. Actually, right now, I envy those people a lot. I really do.
You hear that, kids? If you're living with your mom and you don't have a job and you're just going to school and stuff and you're playing WoW as much as possible.
We love you.
Yeah, cherish these moments, man.
Right.
I certainly did.
And cherish each other. I don't know.
No, don't do that. That's weird.
Well, if you're playing Alliance and Horde, I mean, it's weird, but.
Yeah.
You can't really do it this expansion, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
All right. Anything else for WoW?
I mean, I'm sure we've missed something.
So
yes,
much,
right, and we have. And again, maybe I'll be able to do something a little bit later on where we pre-record something and slap it up on the internet and say it's good enough. Just take this, please, and enjoy it for what it is.
Yeah, LB is very familiar with that.
So yeah, we might try to do something like that.
Just give the show over to us while you're gone.
No, I'm not gonna do that. How many times do I have to tell you guys?
It's okay. Like, we have recordings of you. We'll just insert your voice here and there.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
That is a real problem.
Oof. Oh no, it's a solution. You're getting problem and solution mixed up.
That's right.
No.
This way you can be on the road and know that everything's in good hands.
Yeah, you will not have to worry about a single thing.
I will worry about everything.
You're fine.
Oh, man.
You trust me. It's okay.
Mother. All right, for that, we are moving on to Diablo.
Which doctor? This doctor.
Yes, Diablo. That one Diablo over there. No, actually, it's all
Diablo.
It's all the Diablos. 1, 2, and 3.
And 4?
And 4? Is there going to be a 4 at
Switch?
Is there going to be a 4 at BlizzCon? Are they gonna announce a 4 at BlizzCon?
I don't know, but we'll be able to try the Switch demo at least.
Wait, hold on a second. Let's start something. Let's start a little Diablo 4 rumor where we just tell people that it's gonna happen at BlizzCon, and then maybe they'll just everybody will get so excited that Blizzard will be like, "Oh my god, we need a Diablo 4," and they'll make it in 2 months. It'll be great.
Blizz doesn't roll that way, man.
Coincidentally, that's what we told everybody about you handing the show over to us.
Oh,
yep. We already told everybody.
Oh,
I believe in that. That's a great way to go. Yeah.
Right. But that's probably not going to happen. Right? Right? I mean, Diablo 4 is probably not going to happen. Me handing the show over to you is probably not going to happen. Both of those are kind of long shots, right?
Long shots.
Some that probably isn't going to happen. Longshanks.
What?
Anyway, so we've got some Diablo news for you guys. Diablo 4 coming in 2019.
Ooh, that's soon.
It's totally going to happen, guys.
Yeah.
Coming soon.
I swear it's going to happen. That's not just me saying
That's a Pat Krane promise right there.
Right. This is a me pinky promise. It's happening in 2019. I'm not actually pinky promising anything. But there is some news for Diablo getting lost.
But even this isn't actual news, it's a rumor.
Oh yeah, so we have but it's actual news. It's actual news. It's not a rumor, guys. This is actual news.
But it's news about a rumor.
It's It's news about a rumor. But it's totally news, guys.
Why are you talking like that?
It's totally news.
Have to talk to
I'm over on the corner of the street, and I'm just kind of whispering to people.
Oh, is this how you operate in your other job?
Yeah, exactly.
Job?
Yeah,
the real reason you're moving to California?
Right. Exactly.
Got it.
So. All right, enough of me talking. Somebody else talk. This talk. What's the rumor that's going on with Diablo, and that's not Diablo 4?
I will talk. So the rumor is that Netflix and Blizzard are in cahoots to be bringing us a Diablo series. Yes.
New Diablo series?
Yes, a series.
Oh my god, please.
Oh my goodness. And it will apparently be directed by Andrew Crosby, who is right now tackling the upcoming Hellboy movie.
Okay.
I'm a huge Hellboy fan, so this pleases me. But yeah, that's pretty much all we know right now. I think that this would be amazing for Blizz. Obviously, getting in with Netflix is one thing, but just, with Diablo on the Switch, maybe Diablo 4, who knows? And a Netflix series, all of that at once, coming from last year where there was almost literally nothing coming out of BlizzCon at all about Diablo in any way.
I've got it, guys. I've got it. I've got the whole rumor now. Now it all makes sense.
Whoa. Too loud.
Diablo 4 as a Netflix series. See?
Oh my God. That's it.
Mind explode.
It hurts.
Yeah.
Ow.
Diablo 4 as a Netflix series.
Whoa.
That's happening, guys. That is going to happen 2019. I don't know.
So what do you think? Like, do you think it's going to be like a live action, like dark, gritty, sort of like Game of Thrones style? Or do you think it's going to be completely animated?
I got to say, I very much hope it will be animated.
Yeah, animated would be pretty cool. Animated would be the best way to do that, I think.
You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking those that Aeon Flux type of Heroes of the Storm intro that they did a few months back. That was really bitchin'. Where it was the artist from Aeon Flux, and whose name I forget, so I apologize. But just seeing characters that we love in that style was so bitchin'.
Totally.
That
so great
to have a series, because that they would take the art to Blizzard standards, and the further fuel to the rumor. I want to say it was Mike Morheim, but somebody from top management a few months ago, around or possibly on one of the investor calls, did in fact say something about how ripe the opportunity is for broadcast expansion.
Ooh, nice.
Ripe.
It's ripe, everybody. Ripe.
There is roundabout precedent for this.
Right.
Roundabout. Could you imagine? Like, Blizzard fans in general have just been pleading with Blizzard to make some kind of series,
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't really matter at this point what it's about. We just want it,
By the way,
what?
Is Diablo really the one? Is that the one that we want? I mean, obviously people want it, but
I would like Warcraft.
If you had one of these games that you wanted an animated series of, besides WoW, because WoW is too easy.
Yeah, well,
at some point, right? So which game would it be? Would it be Diablo or would it be something else?
No, I'd pick Overwatch, obviously, because I'm really, really invested in the characters. But Overwatch doesn't need that boost right now. Diablo does. And Diablo has been going for so long because it has such a great story and such great lore. So, like...
It needs a boost because Diablo 4's coming.
Maybe?
2019!
It's a rumor.
No, I'm sorry. I keep on saying that, but...
Well,
you shouldn't
look.
Save your weird conspiracy theories for Snapchat, Pat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the great place to do it.
By the way, still blowing up.
Blow them up, kids.
Pat.Krane on Snapchat.
Pat.Krane.
Yeah.
So Hearthstone is heroes from other things. Heroes of the Storm is heroes from other things.
Yeah.
Overwatch doesn't have very much of a backstory. So I feel like they could develop it for storyline.
Yep.
But I think Diablo has the best opportunity for stylistic art, for one, a really long history of story, for two, that could go in a lot of different directions. There's all kinds of angelic and hellbound aspects that they've barely touched upon, and all the backstory. So there's just tons of opportunity there.
Yes,
I agree. And actually, with all the other cinematics and stuff like that we've seen from all of the different games, from Overwatch, from Hearthstone, from Heroes of the Storm, even, and they're doing comics and stuff like that over at Heroes of the Storm. So this kind of makes sense to me that they're bringing them into the storytelling mode and trying to find another way to connect with players. So
yep, that's the perfect way to do it because we all farm and watch Netflix at the same time.
It's true.
It's true.
Yep.
So prediction. You're going to hear it here first, kids. The other thing besides Diablo 4,
right,
is a new Diablo venture in the style of Doki Doki Literature Club.
Whoa.
So you will have an interactive book style anime.
That could be cool.
I'd interact with Deckard any day. So
let me tell you a story.
Stop. It makes me feel weird when you do that.
Right. Okay. Anything else from any of the games because we're running long and I gotta move here in an hour. So
wait, what?
No, not an hour. It's
like 2 weeks, Patrick.
It's a couple weeks, but it feels like I only have an hour because the show's gone so long.
Oh right. Well, I guess that's it.
Okay.
We'll cover more stuff next week when it's me and Thorn.
Yeah.
No, this is not happening. I don't understand. All right, fine. I'll let you do it.
I knew you'd cave.
No,
you always cave.
Do that? No, never. It's not gonna happen.
He always caves. He caved about Snapchat. Now he's caving about this.
Right. Apparently, and
Pat.Crane.
Yep. Still going nuts. All right. So with that, I want to say adieu. But before we do, I'm going to play this music. And then you guys can tell me what's going on with you and what you guys are planning on doing. Thorn, I'll let you go first. Yeah, what's going on?
I'm going to buy my way into Raid Ready for tomorrow night.
Awesome.
Yeah, and then I have some ill-timed work stuff, some deadlines that I am going to try very hard not to let interrupt raid time.
Yeah.
And finish my comp matches in Overwatch.
Right.
Those are my...
Right. And of course, Lagging Balls is the podcast that you guys do together. Yes. And Thyst, what are all of the other things you guys, what are you doing?
I will be raiding.
Yeah.
Without buying my way in, but
sick burn, bro.
Very sick, yes indeed. We have missed a Lagging Balls episode this week. We had technical difficulties yesterday that prevented us from putting out our usual episodes, so we're going to try to do that. Thorn's got work stuff though, so I don't know when. But we are in the middle of a contest. We're asking people to write to us if they think that they could really benefit from, they or somebody they know could really benefit from a whole year's worth of World of Warcraft for free. We're not going to be reading these letters on air or anything like that. We're just trying to determine out of, everybody who writes to us who really needs it the most. Not an easy task, but we thank everybody for doing that. So if you want to know more about that, check out laggingballs.com.
Right. And of course, laggingballs.com. And you're also on Battlenet Sports, which we will record tomorrow. And it'll be the last one for a little bit. And I feel like this is kind of sad. Maybe I should take out the really I'm gonna remove the music because I feel a little sad. I'm coming to terms with moving away from the Battlenet bunker. Yeah.
Yeah, the broadcast bunker.
Yeah, the broadcast bunker.
You've been here for 300 years.
No. It's only been 4 here. I mean, it hasn't been that long. So I mean, it is what it is. But I feel sad. I mean, I'm leaving Minnesota, one of my favorite states, one of the only states that I've really lived in for any real amount of time, and moving on to a different stage. And so it feels a little strange.
In the arms of angels.
Wow.
Sorry.
I was thinking that maybe Kiss from a Rose would be better, but that was only because of before.
No, that song's not sad. It's sexy.
Right.
Know the difference, Pat.
Right.
Jeez.
Right.
You'll learn that someday.
You're right. Well, I wanted to feel something different. So, maybe I'll play this stuff. And I'll talk about how people can join in on the conversation that we're having. First of all, follow us on social media at all the different things. Thornbrow, Thyst03, Pat Crane with a K, or Pat.Crane on Snapchat, apparently. And also convert to raid on Twitter. Please do that. And join the Bazooka Gobbo Nation by heading over to converttoraid.com. That's where we have everything. We have our show downloads, we have our Discord info, our videos, our audio, the guild stuff. If you need a home, you play Alliance, you want to join, and you're over on Airy Peak, please do. guild.converttoraid.com. That's that address right there. There is also, of course, the Convert to Raid podcast network featuring you guys.
Ooh.
Yeah,
us
Thorn
guys?
and Thyst. Yeah, you guys. And all of the regulars on Convert to Raid. So please go over there and check it out. All their shows and, well, a lot of their shows. We also have Jocelyn featured over there. We can't grab all of her shows because she has so many. So we just grabbed a select few for her. Because otherwise it's unfair. Then it's all Joss.
It's so unfair.
It's weird. All right. So there. And that is all over at converttoraid.com, as I said. And that is going to do it for the show. That is going to do it for this show at this place.
Congratulations, Pat.
Thank you.
I know it's bittersweet, but congratulations on a new chapter and all of the work that you're putting in. It's going to pay off real soon.
It is. And so when I get to the new place, it may take a little while for me to get set up. No promises.
Especially because you'll have me moving in as well.
Well, you know, there is going to be enough room for everybody.
Yes.
It's going to be the new CTR complex. You know, so who knows who will be stopping by at any given time.
You don't have to bring me breakfast in bed, but I won't say no.
How do you like your eggs? All right. Oh wait, you're vegan. Never mind.
I don't need eggs.
Never mind.
See, I'm so easy.
I like them fake. Thank you.
Thanks. My favorite.
All right. That's going to do it for the show. For Thorn, for Thyst, thank you guys so much. Twitch chat, everybody. We love you. We'll see you later. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, my God.
That was so funny. I was like, what? Oh, and then as soon as I said it, I went, oh, yeah, never mind.
No, I appreciate that.
That's...
People don't usually remember.
Oh, crap, you're vegan.
Oh, crap, you're vegan. I've heard that before. So, Pat, how many pics do you think you've gotten already?
I think, well...
I mean, that was the point of Snapchat.
Other than yours? No, I'm just...
What can I say? I'm proud of what I got.
So, Pat's brand new to Snapchat, but he's already got a premium Patreon Snapchat.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, where I do lewds. I don't do nudes. I do lewds.
Now, how did you know about that?
I do lewds. That's what I do. That's what I do. The potted plant is there on purpose.
Oh my God.
He's got his main account, Pat.Krane, and then he's got...
That's right. That's right.
Hard carry with a K.
I got hard carry with a K. And that's it. Good night, everybody.